In the shadows of the Cold War, a new leader was rising. A man who would shape the course of Russia's destiny, Vladimir Putin. Born in the tumultuous city of Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, Putin was a man of humble beginnings. His early life was marked by hardship, but it was this very adversity that forged his unyielding spirit. His journey into leadership began with the KGB, where his loyalty and tenacity saw him rise through the ranks, becoming a lieutenant colonel. With the fall of the Soviet Union, Putin shifted his focus to politics. His ascent to power was swift, fueled by a reputation for decisiveness and a promise of stability. As he took the reins of a country in chaos, Putin was hailed as a beacon of hope, a leader who could steer Russia towards a future of prosperity and influence. This was just the beginning of Putin's journey, a journey that would see him become one of the most powerful men in the world. The year 2000 marked a turning point for Russia, as Putin ascended to the highest office in the land. Vladimir Putin, the man of the hour, stepped into the role of presidency, embodying the hopes and aspirations of a nation recovering from the tumultuous post-Soviet period. Putin's presidency was not just about holding the reins of power, it was about consolidating this power and using it to rebuild the Russian economy. Clever, calculating, and charismatic, Putin embarked on a journey to restore Russia's glory. He set about overhauling the nation's economy, transforming it from a struggling post-Soviet mess into a global powerhouse. His economic policies, grounded in pragmatism, focused on strengthening the country's financial institutions, reducing poverty, and boosting the nation's GDP. Yet Putin's presidency was not just about economic reform, it was also about the restoration of national pride. Putin championed nationalistic policies, promoting the Russian identity and culture. He reminded the world of Russia's rich history and its potential to be a global force once again. However, Putin's consolidation of power did not come without its share of controversies. His administration saw an increasing control over the media, often stifling voices of dissent. The political opposition found itself cornered, struggling to make its voice heard against the backdrop of Putin's overwhelming popularity. Moreover, Putin's presidency saw the rise of managed democracy. This political system ensured Putin's firm control over the nation. Under this system, political competition was allowed, but only to a degree that would not threaten Putin's hold over power. As the years rolled by, Putin's influence only grew. He was no longer just the president of Russia. He was the face of the nation, the symbol of its resurgence, the embodiment of its ambition. With an iron grip on power, Putin was shaping Russia according to his vision. His vision of a strong, prosperous, and globally influential Russia was gradually becoming a reality. Putin's ascension to power was not just a political event, it was a pivotal moment in the history of Russia, shaping its trajectory for the decades to come. But Putin's reign was not without controversy. Accusations of political repression, media control, and international aggression marked his tenure. A central point of contention was the war in Chechnya. This brutal conflict, launched in the late 90s, was Putin's first major test as a leader. His administration's handling of the war was heavily criticized. Accusations of human rights abuses by Russian forces were widespread, with reports of civilian casualties causing international outrage. Then we have the annexation of Crimea in 2014. This marked a significant turning point in Putin's presidency. The move was seen by many as a blatant disregard for international law, reigniting Cold War tensions and leading to economic sanctions against Russia. Yet Putin defended the annexation, arguing that Crimea had always been part of Russia and that the majority of its inhabitants wanted to rejoin the country. Perhaps the most controversial aspect of Putin's reign has been the allegations of interference in foreign elections. These allegations have ranged from direct hacking of voting systems to influence campaigns on social media. While the Kremlin has consistently denied any involvement, the accusations have added to Putin's reputation as a master manipulator, willing to use any means necessary to advance Russia's interests. And let's not forget the criticisms of Putin's autocratic style of governance. His control over the media, suppression of political opposition, and alleged involvement in the assassination of critics have led many to label him a modern-day Tsar. His style of leadership, while effective in maintaining control and stability, has been the subject of widespread condemnation both inside and outside Russia. These controversies have undoubtedly cast a shadow over Putin's presidency. Yet, it's important to remember that Putin has also been a popular leader within Russia. with many Russians crediting him for restoring national pride and stability after the tumultuous years following the collapse of the Soviet Union. Despite the controversies, Putin remained a formidable figure on the global stage. As Putin continues his reign, his legacy continues to unfold, a legacy that has shaped Russia and the world. The new Tsar, as he's often referred to, has left an indelible mark on the world stage. His leadership style, a blend of calculated strategy and unyielding determination, has been a defining characteristic of his reign. He has shown a remarkable ability to navigate the turbulent waters of global politics, often leaving observers both at home and abroad in awe of his political acumen. Putin's impact on Russia has been profound. He has steered the nation through a series of crises, often emerging stronger on the other side. His focus on stability and national pride has resonated with many Russians, who see him as a bulwark against the uncertainties of the world. But his reign has not been without controversy. His approach to power has drawn criticism, with some accusing him of authoritarian tendencies. Yet regardless of one's perspective, it's undeniable that Putin's leadership has shaped Russia in fundamental ways. There are lessons to be learned from Putin's reign. His strategic mindset, his ability to leverage power, and his unflinching resolve in the face of adversity offer valuable insights. These lessons are not just applicable to politics, but to leadership in general. However, as with any leader, Putin's legacy is not solely defined by his actions, but also by the impact of those actions on his nation and the world. His reign has seen Russia reassert itself on the global stage, for better or for worse. The full impact of his leadership, both within Russia and beyond its borders, will likely only be fully understood in the fullness of time. As the new Tsar of Russia, Vladimir Putin's reign remains a powerful testament to the enduring influence of leadership. His legacy continues to unfold, leaving a lasting imprint on the annals of history.